What's going on, guys? Welcome to Steve Does Stuff. I'm Steve, and today we're gonna be doing some Fox Body Mustang stuff. So while I haven't been living the Fox Body life for very long, one of the things that has come to light and is very apparent is these things aren't necessarily built the best. There's little things that are gonna go wrong with them, and you're gonna have to fix them regardless of the fact that it's like a 34-year-old car. My car in particular is an 89 Fox Body notchback, and got a 1JZ motor in it. No, all that's good and fine. That is not going to be the focus of our video today. We're going to be replacing the door handles today on my Fox Body. If you've been living the Fox Body life for a while, you'll know that this is a common issue. In particular, these old plastic handles will actually break under here. You can see this thing is just flopping in the breeze. Doesn't really want to open. You have to push down and pull up. Now, if that's your passenger seat, not good, because you know how to open your car, but other people don't. So I've already gone ahead and replaced it with some of the pieces I've got off of Rock Auto. So this is what it looks like when it's actually replaced. Factory junk, and a nice crispy replacement. These are metal, the other ones are plastic. Opens perfectly. So let's take a look at the parts. On the left-hand side here, we have the old driver side handle. It was still working okay, but as you can tell, it's plastic, it's been weather faded. It's a 34-year-old plastic handle. It's done its job as well as possible. This is the brand new replacement that I got off of Rock Auto. I know LMR sells these, and they sell them as a complete kit because Ford in their infinite wisdom decided, hey, let's rivet on the door handle. I don't know. So, well, I got this from Rock Auto. LMR sells a better kit, which is gonna have the rivet on replacements. These particular handles, these are just a Dorman replacement, exterior handle, and when I bought them, I didn't realize that you're gonna need the rivets to put them in. However, I have a fix for that. Factory handles, if you lift this handle up, you'll see there's gonna be 2 rivets that actually attach this to the door. Like I said, I got a fix for that. Not important right now. What is important is, let's get this door panel off. So to get this door panel off, it is not rocket science. If you've got one without door speakers, you're not gonna have to worry about the Phillips head down here. But essentially, you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 Phillips head screws, and 2 3/8" bolts here, as well as 1 Torx screw that is hiding under the cover in here. For the window crank, come up to it, just pull it open like that, slide it open. Hello, mister. So let's go ahead and get started taking this off. Then when you take this off, your little door handle face thing is gonna come off with you. Take this off, it's gonna be a foam piece behind it. It's no big deal. Throw it in there where you're gonna lose it. Third Phillips head screw. Now the screw from this section is going to be the longest, so you're gonna wanna put it somewhere you're gonna remember it. Handy place is, just bang it right back into the door while you take the cover off. That way you're not gonna lose it or mix it up. Oh, okay. So we're already down a screw, great. So the Torx head for this window regulator is a T15. When you take the regulator off, you'll see there's gonna be a plastic spacer behind there. Do not lose that. Now, 2 3/8" bolts. They are covered by these little vanity covers. Take your little pick, remove these guys like so. 1 bolt. Now with this guy loose, there should have been a screw there. Pick up and then roll out like this. So these 2 clips that are going to be holding onto this, it's essentially like hardboard. So that's the way it's gonna go in there, just like that. So with that out, this thing is essentially gonna be free. There's gonna be a few clips in here, but it's like a 34-year-old car, so they're probably checked out a couple decades ago. We're gonna take this door panel off. I'm gonna lift up to get over this guy right here and out. I'm gonna try and do this from the back side. Don't know how it's gonna work. I'm just gonna pick up like this, push out this way. Just like that. Give you an idea what the back side of these door panels look like. I believe this is the factory Ford one. All the nice plastic on there for a vapor barrier. My driver door did not. It was just all this fluff in here. It was a nightmare. It wasn't very nice, but this is actually a pretty nice door panel. You can see this is like all the hardboard stuff that definitely starts to wear away as these cars get older. Moving on. Now, unfortunately, we're gonna have to do some cutting in here. I'm gonna try and pull this back without making too much of a mess or destroying this, but I really, really don't have high hopes. I don't really need much more than that, so I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm going to take our handy dandy window regulator, because I'm going to roll this guy back up now. This is also a great opportunity to grease any of the slides in the door or the window if you have to. I did on the driver's side, didn't make a difference, which is disappointing. So now we got our door panel off. Gotta drill out these rivets right here. And drilling something on a car is never something I'm a huge fan of, but it is definitely gonna be necessary for this one. So what I'm gonna do is take a punch, try and pierce the center of both of these. And then I'm gonna get a drill it out once, drill it out twice. And hopefully that gets us where we gotta go. Okay. Thankfully this door handle is broken, so I get a good spot to really nail this guy. You don't need much, just enough. I'm working left-handed, which I don't love. Ah, you bugger. Well, you knew it was gonna happen. All right, new drill bit. Now, it's worth noting that with this handle broken like this, you're not really gonna get it in the way of the drill bit. The other one that sat down where it normally was, I ended up clipping the drill bit on the door handle, which sucks to do, but you are replacing it, so it's not the end of the world, but it's still not. Just destroying stuff for the sake of it is not something I like doing. Anyway. Oh, what the fuck was that? Pro tip, bit of painter's tape, prevent this surface from getting too mangled. Stepping up to the 5/8 bit, the I'm not asking anymore bit. That was ugly, but we got him out. Open the car one last time. So inside the door, you can see this is the rod that this handle actuates, pushes down. And further down here, here's the other side of the rod. In order to disconnect that, you have to move this tab to the far side of the rod. So you're gonna move this tab over, just with your thumb, just like that. And then pull this rod out, just like that. Go back to the top, and we're just gonna, just like that. Don't drop this in the door. So here's our old door handle, and here's the issue. This hinge is totally gone. See the opposite one versus this one. Not in the best shape ever. This one was still working okay, but this one was totally smoked. So it's time to install our new right-hand metal door handles from Dorman. Let me show you the hardware that I'm going to be using for it. Here they are. They're not very sexy, but they are just old friction disc bolts from the flywheel that held on the friction surface to the Collins flywheel. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this guy on because that's exactly what I use on the other side. It's got these nice teeth that are really gonna bite into the metal so you can get it on nice and snug. Now that we got our handle placed in there, we have to put the rod back in. It's important to know there's a little plastic piece that should be sitting in that ear of the door handle that moves it. A piece that just goes up and down. That fell out in the install process, and I had placed it right here. So whether or not they fall out for you, they fell out for me, so I just jammed it on the end of the rod here. And I am going to insert the rod up into this first, and then I'm just gonna push it into the door actuator. I don't have high hopes as to whether or not I'll be able to do this, but hey, we're gonna find out. Not bad, push it up. And that means, push down with one finger, show with my thumb. Hey-oh, there we go. So straighten up. Come on, all the way. All the way. There we go. Boop. Okay. So that is set. Let's do a test. All right, first test. My doors don't close all the way. Not bad. So some minor adjustment to kind of tighten up the gap here. That is one solid door handle. Everything still functions as it should. So now the only thing left to do is tape this vapor barrier back on with some painter's tape. Put the door panel back on, and this baby is ready to go. So let's get to it. So that's it. That is one new door handle on the Fox Body Mustang. 2 new door handles on there, so both panels have been off. We've done both of them. We've got metal door handles that are gonna stand the test of time, or at least hold up for however long I decide to own this car. I hope this helps somebody out there. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.